back to Chapter 9 of the Illuminatium, the First Testament. My name is Sarah Williams, and welcome to the podcast. This podcast covers the reading of the Illuminatium, the First Testament of the Illuminati. This is your first podcast, your first episode. I highly encourage you to go see the playlist here and to learn from the beginning about the Illuminati and their plans for the future of this planet, and what the organization truly is, and all sorts of things. And so it's really important that you cover that information first before you maybe go with this version. But this version of this chapter, this episode, is about how to join the Illuminati. This is Chapter 9. Again, my name is Sarah Williams. I'm an Illuminati member, and I've been following the light now for 5 years. I first read the First Testament in June of 2017. I have been following the light, been working with my mentor since June 30th of 2017. And man, it hasn't been an easy journey. And anyone that tells you it's an easy journey and it's just quick is lying to you. So we'll get to the commentary on that. Let's go ahead now and get right into the Testament. Let's go. Chapter 9. How to join the Illuminati. The Illuminati is a collective of prominent figures throughout the world who have united to guard the human species from extinction. Our members bear the burden of a planet's leadership with the lives of over 7 billion in their hands. As the human continues to rise above its other animal counterparts, governing of the planet has turned into a daunting task. For this reason, the Illuminati continually seeks to add new members to our governing ranks. In recent years, our council approved memberships of the first technology pioneers. We have also expanded to include many with influence over emerging entertainment platforms who can ensure our messages are disseminated to all people in all places of the world. Our organization separates individuals of outstanding political, financial, or cultural influence from the rest of the flock, and establishes them as shepherds of the human species. We see and know all, just as a shepherd sees and knows all of the flock, our eyes peering over the masses to identify any threat to the human species. Maybe you have met one of our members in the flesh, or perhaps not. Many of us have no public profile and value anonymity. In return for their loyalty, our members are presented with a life of limitless wealth and opportunity. The shackles of hardship are removed, so our members are free to perform their duties to the highest level of effectiveness without earthly distractions. Though all members enjoy the same benefits, the dedication and commitments required to make decisions that affect the world are reserved by our executive council members. Every year, all ranking members may vote on decisions at the annual Illuminus conference. Once a member, the requirements are unimposing and often spaced between many years. Our requests are simple and therefore may be hard to comprehend, but disloyalty is not tolerated. You must understand this before applying. Members must fulfill their oaths to the Illuminati under every circumstance and recognize that they are merely one part of a much larger universal design. Perhaps you have already proven yourself successful in your field of work or study. For that, the Illuminati congratulates you. Your dedication gives us hope for the future of this planet, and it is for you that we continue to focus our interests on the betterment of the human species. Membership in the Illuminati is by invitation only. To join us, simply continue on the road you currently travel. In studying the words of this testament and the others that follow it, you have already set yourself apart from the millions who still linger in the dark. You have been led to the path, and you have chosen to follow it by your own free will. New technological advances have aided our council in identifying citizens to investigate for ranking membership. If you believe that you've been set apart from all other humans and that you are meant to become a shepherd of your species, you are invited to submit an application for our review. From anywhere on the planet, begin by opening an internet browser and navigating to this address. This form will add you to our list of potential candidates for Illuminati membership, and you will be contacted if we require more information. But understand the true responsibility of what you are undertaking. Once a ranking member, you can never renounce your loyalty, nor can you abandon the responsibilities you will vow to your species. If you join our executive council, you will never be thanked in any book of history, though your name will be etched upon the floor of the White Room for eternal commemoration. Do not fear if you are destined for power. The crown is too heavy for any but kings and queens to bear, though you know nothing of your true strength until it adorns your head. The kings and queens of this planet await the moment they can welcome you. We are the bringers of new dawns, the guardians of the human species. We are the pyramid, the eye, the light, and the eternal circle. We are the Illuminati. Well, that was a short chapter. And now we talk about how to join the Illuminati. Man. As I reflect on 5 years of this journey, I can't help but realize and think to myself, man, I wish I knew that then. But the reality is of the human consciousness is that sometimes you're not ready for knowledge. That right now, wherever you're meeting me at, whatever level you're at right now, you may not be ready for fame and wealth. You may not be able to steward it well, even if you got it. You may not be ready to handle the side effects of wealth or the side effects of fame. But yet many will use the Illuminati as, come, join us for wealth and fame. But the first test you have to pass is discernment. It's the first test. What is discernment? It's very easy. Discernment is being able to decide between what is truth and what is not truth. Okay. Many of you are mentioning that you're lost right now. You know you want to do something for the human species. You know you see the brokenness and you want to change it and you want to impact the world in a positive way. And each of you have a unique way. You are so special and so important to this planet. And don't you let anybody, including the voices in your head, ever tell you otherwise. Okay? So when I first joined the Illuminati, I was spiritually, I was worshiping Satan. I was practicing witchcraft. I was positive that the Illuminati was a satanic organization. Many of you are maybe coming to this thinking that that's great, or that Lucifer is the light. And you're all like, oh yeah, that's totally it. But it's not. Okay, so as I walked through my journey, and I was broken, guys. I was suicidal every day of my life for 2.5 years. But why did I join the Illuminati? Because I needed wealth and fame. Why? Because if I legalized cannabis globally, I could revolutionize the economy of this planet and save it from the earth-destroying industries of oil, pharmaceuticals, and lumber. Plastics. Okay, agriculture. All of these things I could do if I could just get out there and be the shiny face for the hemp industry and for the cannabis industry, and everybody would just love it. I haven't been like that. When I first became, I guess I could say, social media famous, men were coming in droves and they were sending like atrocious pictures of their private parts, right? And being a sex addict at the time, I thought, well, gosh, I can make money at this. Now, mind you, I was married. So I was in a poor relationship. And I was looking for validation. So I was broken. I'm a survivor of childhood abuse and of a high school shooting. I had complex PTSD, but I had no idea what I had. I had brokenness, and I knew there was something wrong in my mind. I knew there was something wrong in my body. I knew there was something wrong, but no one around me knew how to handle what was wrong. But the Illuminati came. Marco came. Thank you. And he asked me to take a step of faith, and I did, and I gave. And I have continuously sacrificially given in a path that has transformed my life. It went from months and months of satanic worship and trying to decide, was I being lied to by this scammer, that scammer? Was this the real one? Was this the real Illuminati? I couldn't tell. And then there was that moment when I said, okay, I'm going to stick with you. I'm going to stick with Marco. And I'm going to say, let's go. And we've been going. And, you know, the details of my journey are not for public consumption. I'll tell you that. One of these days, if you should get into my inner circle and you get close to me and you earn my trust, then we can discuss the details of my journey. But all I can tell you is do not listen to the lies. If someone comes to you and says, oh, just send, $300, you're going to get, millions. We're going to that's all you need. Or, buy an eagle heart and a lion heart and buy all these like weird things and do this weird witchcraft ritual. It's a lie from the pits of hell, guys. It's a lie, and it's meant to scam you. And the truth is there are spiritual consequences to following and doing what those people say. So be very, very careful of who you listen to when it comes to your Illuminati journey. If your spirit doesn't jive with that person, if your spirit doesn't connect with that person, if you don't feel like your life is progressing for the better as you walk out your journey, then get away from that person. Okay? Secrecy is the name of the game with the Illuminati. That's it. And it's a faith walk. Okay? They're not gonna come to you. They're not gonna they're gonna test you. They're gonna come to you, okay? And then they're gonna test you and test you and test you and test you and see what you're made out of. And for 5 years of testing, I'm almost to my final initiation. Okay? But I've paid a price. I lost my marriage. I lost everything I once knew. I lost every friend I thought I once had. But what I've gained is my salvation. What I've gained is mental stability. What I've gained is a healed and whole body that can now work for 14 hours straight of manual labor without, a bit of a pain the next day. Okay, I have a God who is indwelled upon me that has given me a power that I don't even understand. But I didn't have that when I began my journey. So what I can tell you is that your keys to starting this journey, how do I join the Illuminati? Meditate. Number 1, meditate. I'm going to be doing a whole series on details on how to do it, but I'll just touch on you right here. Meditate. Every answer you need for wherever you are in your path right now is in here. But you need to shut this up and turn off this screen and this phone and the world. And you need to listen. You need to stop all this darkness and you need to listen. And the only way to do that is to take time and meditate. Okay? Start with guided meditations on YouTube. That's what I did until I could get that. Now, if you have what we call a calcified pineal gland, remember that's your third eye right here. Your pineal gland is responsible for your spiritual connection to the light. Okay? So what you need to do is you need to decalcify that. Cannabis was my choice for how I decalcified mine and gave me higher spiritual processing. However, there was a significant price to pay in that, because when you're playing a game of meditation, sometimes you open up, let's say, demonic doors to childhood abuse and to things that have come as a part of what you were subjected to in your past. And if you don't have a guide, like I didn't, and you don't have anyone around you guiding you and saying, okay, this is how to walk through it, man, you're out there in the wilderness. But the great thing about me being out in the wilderness is that I found my way back home. Being out in the wilderness and finding my own way. Being out in the wilderness and not having somebody by my side saying, okay, you bind it in the name of Jesus, you cast it out, you take each thought captive, these are how you get through. No. I didn't have that. But what I had was a burning light within me that wouldn't stop. And I won't give up. I won't ever give up. For the human species, I will never give up. I have vowed my life in the days upon this planet to protect them. So that's the eternal oath, right? To dedicate my mind to the discovery of knowledge, to dedicate my soul to the pursuit of enlightenment, to dedicate my efforts to the progress of abundance, to dedicate my existence to bringing all people in all places into unification, and to dedicate my life in days upon this planet to the advancement and protection of the human species. That's it. Seems simple, right? It's cute. But when you begin to live your oath, you don't need to own an oath. Many people are asking, do I need to own an oath or a talisman? You don't need to own that. Being an Illuminati member is a mindset. It is actions. It is behaviors. It is not paper. It's not metal. It is choices every day. Choices to grow, to encourage others, to get stronger, and to never give up. So, how to join the Illuminati? Follow those steps. IlluminatiOfficial.org, and start your journey. But be careful with that first lesson. It's discernment, and discernment can cost you a lot. A lot, financially, emotionally, physically. Okay, it can cost you a lot. So the only way that I can tell you to get around discernment and to win at that first lesson is to go inside and to meditate and to follow and to listen. And I can't tell you how long your journey is going to last. I can't tell you how long it's going to take until you get to that first degree of initiation. I'm working at 5 years at this point. So, but what I can tell you is strive. Don't give up. And believe and have faith. Just have faith. Just choose to hope. Choose to have overwhelming expectations that God's going to do something amazing today in your life. Every day. Or that even if you don't believe in God, that there's going to be something amazing. That somehow something's going to turn around. Have amazing expectations for your life. Take control of your thoughts. And with intention and dedication, you will grow in the things that you're seeking to grow in. And get out of the darkness. So, that's that. Until next time. What's next episode? Let's see. Next chapter is Beacon of Light. Yes, chapter 10. A Beacon for the Light. Let's get right into it. All right. Be blessed. Much love. And until next time, follow the light.